Hi guys, this is my recap video for episode 52 of Simon Says, and I read all of your feedback from last episode, so I'm going to make it a little shorter and just talk about some of the key things that happened. I will go over the matches really quickly and then talk about the draft, in particularly the beginning of the draft and one of the key picks. Okay, let's see what we have here. This is how not to beat a deck like ours. Equipping a Fire Shrieker to Sentinel Sliver and enlarging it is a very good way to beat almost any deck. But when you're playing against blue-red, there is so many instances that you run into, and this is exactly what happened to our opponent. We have to give him credit for trying the Sliver strategy, but it didn't work out for him. It's possible this is the enlarged that we saw in our opening pack also. This just shows how dominant our deck was in the end. We are just activating Elixir of Immortality with 0 cards in hand. I think that's quite an achievement. And there was just too many cards on our opponent's side of the board that are, well, effectively not doing anything. We also got back Opportunity with Archaeomancer before activating the Elixir. Always a good sequence of plays. This is our round 2 opponent, and we are, again, down to 1 card in hand, with our opponent's cards just not really matching up to us. And once again, I don't know what happened here. This is how to beat our deck. Our opponent is mono black and has some islands for, at this point, Essence Scatter and Colossal Whale. And we can conclude that this is our left neighbor who got the Liliana's Reaver, which we didn't take. He also has a Lifebane Zombie, but the Colossal Whale was a card we also shipped. So in this case, we actually managed to lose a game. And here we see the Enlarge and the Liliana's Reaver, but I first picked Opportunity, and I think that's 100% correct after these games, not only because there's an Archaeomancer in the pack, but just always. There aren't many cards that are better than Opportunity in the core set at all, and when you look at a card like Liliana's Reaver, it's just going to trade 1-for-1 most of the time. And even though Enlarge can be quite a beating, the same holds in a sense. And Opportunity just destroys the rules of the axis that core set operates on. Getting past a second Opportunity is exactly what we want, and this is why I'm taking it, passing the Jace's Mindseeker that also ends up in the black-blue deck to our left. I am putting my left neighbor into blue with this, but I have no choice anyway. If I take the Mindseeker, then our opponent is going to have an Opportunity, which is actually worse for us. Well, except if the Mindseeker hits Opportunity. This pack is also quite interesting because there is an argument to be made to just pick Colossal Whale here because it's a colossal threat and, well, just wins games if it gets to attack. But I like picking Archaeomancer here. It just fits a lot better with the curve and the overall game plan we are trying to accomplish. This is far later in the draft where we get to 6th pick an Elixir of Immortality, and this is the card that you have to look out for. There's 2 artifacts that you really want in your mono blue decks, and that's Elixir of Immortality and Staff of the Mind Magus, or whatever it's called, the blue staff. And Elixir made our deck work because otherwise the card draw of Divination, Glimpse the Future, and Opportunity, two opportunities, would have been threatening our own library. So yeah, this is really an underrated card that makes these kind of archetypes tick. And this is the final build, just to revel in its glory one more time. I like the Glimpse the Future, probably the most questionable card out of the 22 we played. And other than that, I think most of the other cards are probably best off when boarded in for specific matchups. Yeah, that's it from my side. This is my recap video. Hope you enjoyed the episode. See you in 2 weeks. Bye bye.